Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles, and today we are going to be looking at some Katakuri gameplay. Now, this is the decklist, and I need to make some very important points here. I am clearly not the best yellow player, and this decklist was not the best. I built this decklist myself, and I tested out, and so I'm just gonna go through the deck profile here and tell you guys what needs to be changed in order for this to work, because if every other color did not get the starter decks buff, this guy would be incredibly good if he got his starter deck and nothing else. But because everybody got an incredible buff, he actually got the worst buff out of all of the starter decks. So I'm just gonna say and explain my deck profile. This is the deck profile that I use throughout the replays you guys are going to see. And then I'm gonna show you guys the changes that need to be done in order for this to be more competitive. So everything is pretty standard. The only thing that I want to bring attention to is the Sanji. The only reason why I'm playing these two Sanjis is because I have two in real life, and I was like, okay, I'm making somewhat of a budget, you know, I can't really afford anything. So I was like, I had two Sanjis, so I just put them in here. And the other thing I want to bring attention to is Flampe. Flampe was here because I thought, you know, she's a searchable 2k, which is very good, although she doesn't have much more use after that. But I realized she's not really needed. Like, you don't really need her as a searchable 2k. It's just better to put Satori or Frankie. I think it's OPO7 Frankie that came with Vegapunk leader, I think. The other cards that I want to bring attention to is this new Charlotte Lilling. Well, this is here because I don't have the 7 cost, and the 7 cost is incredibly expensive, at least for me. And this one is actually good. It actually works pretty well. You are trashing one card from your hand, but the effect is really nice. So I really don't mind playing her. Obviously, the 7 cost Big Mom that everybody uses is just easier to get the effect off because you are not trashing cards from hand, and you're guaranteed to get really good value. While this one, not really. You need a bit more skill to play and make it matter the most to annoy your opponent, to make him discard a life or 2 cards in hand. But still really good. That's why I'm playing 3. Or was playing 3, and then we have the other 2 cards that I want to talk about quickly is Thunderbolt. This is here just to see a trigger, and many players are playing, in fact, 2, so I was very happy to get that right. And the other one is Gadatsu. Gadatsu needs to leave this deck. His power creep is way too low now, and I'm playing him again. This is somewhat of a budget deck list, and I was playing him because he's the card I have, and I don't think I can afford anything else. But I'm almost making an exception for this deck to actually stand a chance. Now you guys be thinking, wait, but you said the Katakuri was back, and in fact he is still, like, with this budget list, he is in fact actually doing pretty well. But if I actually didn't go for a budget list and actually went for more of a complete deck list, which is what you're seeing now, the deck would have been doing much better. And the card that I really want to emphasize here is the Nami. The only problem I saw with this deck is you don't have so many on-play KO effects. So your board removal is very limited. And having Gadatsu limited even more. So if I'm gonna be playing this leader a little bit, because the whole point here was I'm gonna get the starter deck from this leader. I already had it pre-ordered, so I was like, well, why not make a video about it? Why not play with it, since I'm gonna have the deck anyways? And this is needed. This Nami is needed. There's no other way to say it. The fact that she has a trigger and has an on-play effect, that's much easier to play with than Gadatsu, because Gadatsu is dependent on your opponent's lives. This Nami, much better. And even you're discarding a card, it doesn't really matter because it says there, if your hand has 3 or less cards in it, you draw 1 card, so pretty much you're cycling cards. So it's really nice and it's really needed. The starter decks are only coming out at the end of the Opioid set, so I'm gonna see the price of this, and if I can grab it, I'll grab it. So yeah, and this is the rest of the deck list. So as you guys can see, I changed the Flampes for Satoris, just better. Onami is still very used. Some people don't use her, some people use her. I like her and she's more budget, so yeah. Kikunyojo's still a great card, but the only thing I don't like in this is having 4 of these. Normally people are playing 7 cost Mom at 4, but I think this card is good to replace her, but not playing it at 4, but at 3. But again, if I did this, what the hell would I put here? So yeah, so we're just gonna use 4, and that's it. That's all I want to talk about. Goodbye. Okay, first game. It's against a Marco. Was really excited to play against. To be honest, all the matchups you guys are going to see, I was super excited. I still prefer when you couldn't see the deck that people were playing. When if you was ranked, I think you should need to know so people don't cheat. But playing normally, you know, not ranked, I don't think there's a need, and it does spoil a surprise. But I don't know, I don't care. To be honest, I don't really care. It's fine. It's just to make better content, I would prefer the surprise, you know. But I decided to click on this Marco, and it went fine. Besides, I forgot to say, there are many rooms that are actually still blocked, but yeah. Maybe I was just excited because I was playing a different deck that I normally play, which is Katakuri. Okay, he's countering a lot. I don't know, when I play Marco, I don't mind going down to 2 cards in hand, so that my blocker Marco, stays on the field. Because let's imagine he played on his second turn, right? I was going to my third turn. If I had a Nami there or a Gadatsu, I could just KO Marco and he couldn't come back, because you need to be at 2 lives or less. Now we have the new Lilin here. Kablam! He takes a life. And we are making a good 8k swing. Obviously he's gonna block and just discard 1 card. There's still, I don't know if we are going to see in these games, to be honest, but I still have a problem of having a blocker on the field. He swings like 5k, I have a 6k blocker, and I don't go for a free block. I don't know what's happening. Okay, yeah, no, it makes sense. The reason why I KO'd here with the trigger was because, so he couldn't block next turn, so yeah. But what I was saying was, I have sometimes free blocks and I just don't take them. I don't know what the hell, you know. Gonna see what he does. If he, yeah, there you go. So I'm like, I can't win this turn, no matter what. So I think I'm just gonna... I'm deciding whether to make sure I take a body or try and poke. I decided to make sure to take at least that 1 body. And then yeah. So pretty much I decided to make sure I took the bodies. And if you wanted to bring it back, that's fine by me. Oh boy, was that or wasn't that a lucky top from top deck, man? Jesus. Oh my god. He had no cards in hand, so I don't think Marco had a way to manipulate the top deck that well, like Doflamingo, so yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, what? I think he just turned the game around. Because there's no way I can end now because he has that blocker Marco. So yeah, I'm just gonna... There you go. Yeah, okay, and I don't attack just to not give him more cards to hand, to be honest. But he can just attach and win game. It didn't even matter if I play that blocker, guys, by the way. So yeah. But no, he accidentally throws the goddamn game. I don't get it, dude. You just needed to attach everything and attack. Oh my god. And so, just like that, we win. Oh my god, man. Jesus. We actually win that. Because he threw by playing the new gate. That's why this game is here. It was so funny to me. It was funny that we were about to win and then he gets that lucky Sanji combo. I don't know if it's lucky. I'm sorry if he actually has a way to manipulate. But I think he was lucky because he had no cards in hand. And the cards he got were exactly the ones he needed. In the situation that he needed. And then we got lucky because he still threw the game away by playing that new gate instead of just attaching everything to leader and swing. Okay, Smoker. I was really excited to play against a Smoker because he got, apparently people are saying he got a really nice buff. I wanted to try it for myself, so I'm not gonna lie, I think I saw 3 Smokers lobbies and I was trying to get into some of them. Most of them were bugged, but at least this one wasn't. He plays Ina. Okay, I'm gonna ask something here. Yeah, should I have KO'd the Hina and left the Rebecca up? Because now he has another swing. I was very undecisive on whether to KO the blocker or the Ina. Yeah, I should have gone for the Ina. I think the blocker is fine. We could have just played the long game if he blocked. Okay, let's see what he does. Trash is alive. Maybe I should have discarded Gadatsu, although he is a 1k. He has no use for us anymore. He cannot KO Tashi. If he plays Inat, it's probably just going to be to decrease the cost and then KO. And he played Jack, taking away my Lin like it's nothing thanks to Ice Age. Yeah, now I can't really do much. So I'm just gonna try and take that Jack so he doesn't, I don't know, doesn't have a KO. For hopefully when I make a 10 drop, but it just drops another Jack. So yeah. Maybe I should have used the event there. I don't know, my countering and my KO targets are very weird on this replay now that I'm looking at it. So that was definitely a misplay by me. I put a 10 cost Lin and he does this to me. At this point I'm like, I lost, man. There's no way. What the hell? I played the 10 cost, he took it like it's nothing. So yeah, he has a Rebecca there. And I should have used... I don't know. Ooh, no. I should have gone for a board here. I should have played the Lin, discard an event. like I did right now. Make him decide either to discard 2 cards or life. He decided to discard a card, and then I should have gone for board. Yeah, I wasted an attack there. God damn it. He took it. Yeah, I needed to take away that Tashigi. Very badly played. God damn, I'm just noticing this now too. But yeah. So there you go. We just lost. There's no way I can. Yeah, so I countered here because if I took the life, I couldn't. If he attached everything, I couldn't counter. I was thinking about if I could, I was obviously just going to take the bread, putting 2 only. Damn. I was thinking about like if I could, I would take to try and bait him to just so he doesn't play El Record, but he still played. So yeah. By the way, we played another game against that smoker. It went exactly the same. I think the problem on that game was my KO targeting. I don't think it was as good. I think I shouldn't have gone for the Rebecca there. I should have gone for Ina. Make sure he didn't have swings because he has no rush. And then I should have went for board instead of lives from time to time. And my play order was a bit off, you know, with the playing leaning after making swings. I should have just played leaning, make him decide, and then go off that. So yeah, last game is against an Hancock. Now, I was in fact excited for this because I really wanted to see how this deck does against blue. Because people are saying Doflamingo is the new best deck. Some people, not everybody. This obviously still not decided because OPO9 hasn't hit yet on Japan, and OPO8 still hasn't hit here. And even when it hits here, I only think I should have countered with the Gada. Oh no, I didn't, because this is the time Gadatsu actually gets to shine. But I don't think Doflamingo will be that much meta until he gets the he started deck buff. Sorry if you guys hear anything in the background, by the way. But yeah, he's still got a good buff with OPO8. Like, this Jinbei is absolutely crazy. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing here. I'm countering a lot of my board because I was like, dude, I have triggers, I don't care, I'm just gonna protect my board so I have, so at least I have somewhat of bodies to swing with in case I need to take board, you know, because I don't have effects to board wipe. And here, I think I go for, yeah, I go for the blocker. The reason I go for the blocker here is just to make her hand go down and give her less options to play next turn. I don't think it was bad. I pretty much assumed that she was going to protect him. It's just, I don't really need to... I didn't feel the need to hear another misplay, I'll say. I didn't need to just take lives yet, because I'm gonna take it anyways. I should have had a free block. This is what I'm talking about. He made a 5k swing with my Katakuri, and then I didn't block. I actually noticed this one right after I passed the block phase into the counter phase. So yeah, I was pissed because then he just Gravity Tigered me. And now we don't really have that many cards to play. We only have Barrow Sparrow. So yeah, I should have just blocked there, man. Because we would have one body to swing with next turn. Like, if he swung with ace, I could still just counter, obviously. Yeah, we don't have much to do here. Okay, she was thinking a lot. We just take pudding because I kind of wanted a search. Hanny plays Sanji. Second time we're seeing this guy today. And this guy is actually really good. Oh wow, I go straight for that Lily. I think I went for Lily because I was like, if he has Red Rock, I don't really care, but I need a body that can swing into anybody. So now we're playing a little bit for the triggers. Let's see what we have, because I couldn't see much of my triggers. We counter that because if we didn't, he could just attach a lot more and start. I don't know. I think it wasn't bad, yeah, because he did do this. But maybe I should have took this one and let him do whatever you want. I think, like, the reason I counter was because I was afraid that if I took this, he would just play a big body, you know? And we got a good lucky trigger on Nonami. Let's go! And we have another Lily. So now we just need to go to board. Here, I obviously play Lily first. I learned from the mistake. Just make him decide. Because he took, yeah, if he took a life, we'd just go for a game, obviously. So now we're just gonna make sure we take every single body. I wanted to leave one, and we saw the trigger, which is nice. I was seeing if I could leave one down to play pudding to search anything, but no, I needed to make sure. So he makes a 6k swing, we're just gonna counter out of that. If he makes another 6k swing, we just win. He's going to make another 6k swing. We can't counter out of it, it doesn't really matter because we had the trigger. And now he's going to swing 7k. We get another Lily. God damn, we saw the 3. Okay, now I'm trying to remember what I saw in these lives, because I did see his lives. So I know there's a Weevil on the bottom, so I'm gonna, yeah. I put someone else on the bottom there, so that's why Weevil was right there. But I don't remember now, but I know I remembered last time. So yeah. That's it. Was a good game. We saw good triggers there at the very end with the Onami and with the event. You're the one that should disappear. I think that's the name. So yeah, those were the games. On the Smoker, really didn't like how I played. Now looking back, the order of things was just messed up. I don't know what happened there. But I also was not, I already said that at the intro, I was not with the optimized deck profile. So I think with an optimized deck profile I would get just somewhat of a better triggers. So this deck is actually really strong, it's just I'm not playing the best version, and obviously I'm not the best player with it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.